See these two portable radios? Well, watch this. Let her go, Betsy. Sorry, friend. You old-style portables have to go. But look at our new RCA Victor portable radio. Came through without a chip. Here's the world's first and only portable radio in the non-breakable impact case. So rugged, it's the only radio case with a 5-year guarantee against chipping, cracking, or breaking in normal use. Of course, a tube might jar loose, but that's easily fixed. The important thing is RCA Victor's non-breakable impact case means no chipping, no cracking, no breaking. And hear that tone. It's RCA Victor's great golden throat sound. See the world's only portables with the non-breakable impact case as low as $27.95 at your RCA Victor dealer.
Now let's pause a moment and turn to our Westinghouse program again. Balancing act.
Watch it, look out. Oh, there it goes. But emptying messy drip pans is just part of your job when you're defrosting an old-fashioned refrigerator. First, you have to remove all the frozen foods, and then you have to chip or melt away all the frost. It's such a messy job, and so unnecessary, too, when you own this wonderful new Westinghouse refrigerator. It always keeps itself frost-free. Yes. Somebody's playing games. Well, ordinarily, it's completely automatic. There's never anything that you have to do. And the secret is inside here. Yes. I think we've left off the current. At any rate, inside, there is a magic counter button, and it's the sign of the frost-free system. You never have to worry about it. You never have to touch it. You never have to defrost the freezer or the refrigerator. And here's why. You see, there's a little magic counter button up here, and every time you open and close the door, a small amount of frost enters by the warm, moist air. And when the door has been opened and closed enough times, that is about 60 times, well, the magic counter button sends a signal that starts the frost-free system to work. You see, the door opens completely automatically, and it wipes every trace of frost away. Why, even the defrost water evaporates automatically. And you see this magic counter button? You never have to touch it. It does the whole job automatically. And here's something else. Ordinarily, you never have to touch this button here. You see? Just a touch of the elbow. Right, it does it. And the magic opener opens it for you. Believe me, that's mighty handy when your hands are full of food. And just look at all the room you have in this huge refrigerator. Now, this freeze chest holds up to 56 pounds of frozen food. That's a 2-week supply for the average family. And listen, your old refrigerator right now is worth a lot more than you think, and your dealer will give you a great big trade-in allowance on your old refrigerator when you buy any new Westinghouse. So see him tomorrow, won't you? And remember, you can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
Right now, something never before attempted on television. An amazing test of automatic washers right here in our studio. Here's Betty Furness with the trial of the washers.
Yes, tonight you're going to see a trial of 4 of America's leading automatic washers, including the Westinghouse laundromat, to see just how well they wash and rinse your clothes. These 4 ladies are 4 leading club women from the New York State and New York City Federation of Women's Clubs, and they're here to represent you, to make sure that each machine gets an absolutely fair trial. They are in no way connected with Westinghouse, its dealers, or its advertising agency. They are Mrs. Olin Grantham, Mrs. Kenneth Strayer, Mrs. Donald Nagg, and Mrs. Arthur Kramer. Now, ladies, would you each check the inside of your washer to make sure it's completely clean? And then next, you'll find beside you 6 white bath towels, 2 cups of dirty sand, and some detergent. Now, if you would load those towels into the machine, and as you do, shake each one out to make sure that it's clean. Of course, the ladies can see, and you can't, that 3 of these machines are the automatic center post agitator type of washers. Now, they're all brand new models, and they're all so well known that, in all fairness, we've masked them off. Of course, the 4th is the new Westinghouse laundromat with the revolving agitator. Towels all in, ladies? All in. Good. Now, would you toss in those 2 cups of dirty sand, and that will represent the heavy dirt that you find in so many of your clothes, and then toss in the detergent after that. And then, if you'll be good enough to close the washers. And when they're all closed, if you'll start them. All going? All going. Fine. Now, would you please all stand right by your washer until the full cycle is completed. And that way you, and you too, will be able to see exactly how well each washer gets that dirty sand out of the towels. Watch for the outcome at the end of the next act.
And now, back to our dramatic test of the washers in our live television studio and the verdict.
Earlier in the show, you saw the beginning of a trial of 3 center post agitator automatic washers and the new Westinghouse revolving agitator washer. Well, now each of these machines has finished its wash and rinse cycle, and our 4 club women from the New York State and New York City Federation of Women's Clubs are ready to unload them. So why don't we go see? Let's start with Mrs. Strayer. Mrs. Strayer, would you open your machine and take out some of the towels and open them up so we can have a good look at them? Right there. Ooh. Now, as you all saw, each of these machines was loaded with 6 towels, 2 cups of dirty sand, and some detergent. Kind of a mess, wouldn't you say, Mrs. Strayer?
Betty, these towels are just covered with sand.
They really
and
are.
The bottom of the tub is full of sand.
Look at that.
My.
I don't think you'd like your wash to come out like that, would you, Mrs. Strayer?
I should say not.
I wouldn't either. Now, let's check our second agitator washer. Mrs. Nag, would you do the same thing? Would you take your towels out and open them up so we can have a look at them?
They're dirtier than Mrs. Strayer's.
They are not a bit clean, are they? They just look terrible. I don't think we need to check the bottom of your machine for sand because I think it's all safely lodged in the towels, don't you?
All over everything.
Now, why don't we have a look at our third center post agitator machine? Mrs. Kramer, let's see if you did any better. Would you take your towels out, please, one at a time? And let's see how they look.
Oh, look at all that sand in that towel.
That is not attractive, is it?
I should say not.
And there's still sand in that, too. And how about
look at that.
Yes, that seems even worse. How about the bottom of your machine? Is there any loose down there?
I think, definitely.
There
Look
certainly
at all
is.
that.
Well, now, I have a suggestion. Why don't we all go and take a look at the towels that are coming out of the Westinghouse laundromat? Now, you ladies have all seen with your very own eyes just how much sand each of these center post agitator machines left in the towels. Mrs. Grantham, let's have a look at your towels, may we?
Oh, they look wonderful.
Look at that.
Oh, look at how lovely and
Isn't
white
that beautiful and
is.
clean?
Beautiful.
And another one just as clean.
Isn't that wonderful?
Each one, there's not a grain of sand.
Isn't that wonderful? Look at that.
I must say I'm very impressed myself.
They are.
They all look simply wonderful. Well, now, Mrs. Grantham, I have a clean cloth here. I wonder if you would just wipe out the inside of the laundromat.
One more.
Look at that. Not a trace of sand. Well, now, ladies, you've all watched this test. We've all seen it right from beginning to end together, and you know it was completely fair and impartial, and I think I can see that you're pretty impressed with our laundromat.
Very much so.
I want to thank each of you so much for coming with us tonight.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. And as for you ladies at home, if you're in the market for an automatic washer, I'd like to suggest that you go to your Westinghouse dealer and ask him to let you see this dramatic sand test yourself. I'm sure you'll agree that the new Westinghouse laundromat with the revolving agitator will wash and rinse your clothes much better than old-fashioned center post agitator washers. And for the best in laundry equipment or any appliance, remember, you can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
This is a story of an industry in action.
Gonna take me a press, gonna take me some steel, gonna take my two hands and build an automobile.
How many dreams can you shape in a minute, an hour? Ask the people of Dodge.
Put in a rivet and a welded and a look-alive. Wait till you see this baby drive.
What makes an engine go? Is it stock and steel and copper tubing, or infinite care and experience with men and women working together to bring metals alive?